Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Super Hostile Legendary. In the last episode, we were exploring the West Commons and we encountered the Forlorn Rest, which was just a graveyard. Had an explosion, didn't really do anything to us. Accident, something set it off, not us. And yeah, basically we are back here at the Victory Monument to put the brown wool on the monument. Now, there's a lot of wool between the magenta and the brown. So, yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. Plenty of places to go. Plenty of places to go. Look, there's lava up above us. I kind of want to set off that trap one of these days. But I have so much good stuff in our inventory that we need to deal with. So we have a diamond sword. Not going to use it. Bunch of cookies. We have just a bunch of stuff. Now, before we head out and go exploring some more, there's a couple things we need to do. I kind of keep the crafting table on us. And extra blocks. So first thing we need to do is we need to get some farming done. And the best way to do that is with bone meal. We're also going to want to use stone hoe to get more stuff. And we want to sleep. Set our spawn point back here because we are going to be going on an adventure. And this adventure is not going to be fun. This is going to be one of the worst areas in the game. At least until you get to pretty much the end of the game. You'll understand what I mean when we get there. But we're going to be progressing a little bit more. Not necessarily going to the next intersection, but there's some things I want access to, and mainly it's potions. Now, we have netherwort. We cannot grow netherwort. That's going to change. We're gonna be able to grow netherwort relatively soon. And the other thing that we're going to want is we're going to need a blaze rod so that we can actively make the broom stand and do the whole make potion stuff. Now, why do we want to make potions? Well, it's going to make pain water incredibly easy. We just chug a fire resist potion and we'll be good. So we need more dirt. Let's go grab... Do I have some more dirt? But yeah, so we're gonna want potions. Potions are gonna make this map a lot easier. This map was designed before potions were a thing, so obviously it's gonna make our lives a lot easier. But the other thing about that is we have to get blazes. Now I know for a fact that blazes do spawn in the next area. And that was a zombie that just spawned right there. So, let's do this. And I might make this look a little bit nicer later, but for right now, this is what we want. So, well, that broke. We put dirt under there, it should make a thing. So, we had a zombie spawn, so we need to fix that. I don't want anything spawning over here. Not in our base. Alright, cool. So, what do we need to do? We need to get our stuff together and start working. We need basically supplies to go to the next area. One of the biggest supplies is food, which is what we just kind of took care of. We're going to get 10 bread out of this. Not too bad. And there we go. So that'll last us for a little bit. Shovel goes there. Seeds and dirt can be put away. And yeah, let's go ahead and just eat. Now, I keep talking about how we're going to get potions. Potions are going to be big. We have netherwort. Uh, well, there's a thing about potions is I want to just clarify that this is still an older version of Minecraft, so potions don't have the we don't need to have the stuff, the like, oh, what am I trying to say? We don't need to have blaze powder in order to make potions. We just need the single blaze rod, and then we can make as many potions as we want, and that's that. So let's make some more torches. Let's put this stuff away. Actually, I want those blocks, and we're gonna want probably another sword. So let's head out to the next area. So in order to get to the next area, we need to go back to that oasis, and there's a creeper. That is what I want to avoid spawning in here. So let's go light up that area. And just a couple spaces, just in case. So as things kind of spawn in here, I will take care of them, but other than that, we'll just kind of not worry about it. So back to the West Commons. While coming back, I did encounter yet another lava trap. I set it off just so we wouldn't accidentally set it off later, and okay, that set off for some reason, but not the trap down here. So there's another trap under here, so hopefully that never sets off. But yeah, this was a trap I was trying to avoid setting off. Looks like I don't get a choice. This is not a fun trap to deal with. Alright, well, let's just drop down here and light things up. And yeah, remember what I said about traps being volatile? Yeah, they are very, they're very finicky in this map. It is an older version of Minecraft, so what can you expect? But we're going to want to light this area up decently well. And bad traps. Okay, but at least we don't have to worry about it ever going off again. It did destroy some stuff, but we got everything out of that chest that is important. And basically we just need to make a bridge or something. Going around. So let's just pillar back up. I just wanted to light this area down here up a little bit before we deal with this trap. So yeah, this is, I was trying to avoid that. I was trying very hard to avoid that, but it doesn't look like I get my way. I hate that trap just because it makes it such a pain to enter this area. And this area connects to 2 different locations, plus has a wall. And yeah, it's just not fun to deal with. But that's kind of the point. I just wish that it was a little bit easier to deal with. Like, in terms of dealing with the cleanup. And just do something like this. Alright, out of that stack. Alrighty then, so let's make sure everything's well lit. Don't want to fall into the lava. Don't want things spawning near the lava. And yeah, there's a bunch of mobs over there, but that's fine. We don't have to worry about them. They're not going to bother us. So just make a platform out to here. Clean up my mess, and we'll light this up a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, so that's good enough. I really don't like these blocks. And we can probably put... Let's do one more right here. Alright, so that's not too bad. Hey, we got a power 1 bow. Where'd we get that from? Interesting. Anyways, it is getting to be night. That's fine. We're heading this direction. And hopefully we can get to the Oasis before night falls. We can sleep. All that fun stuff. And yeah, we'll see what's going on. So yeah, this area is, I mean, other than we do still need to get the wool out of this area, we've explored pretty much all of it. There is still some parts that are left to be explored, but whether or not we do it anytime soon is kind of a whatever thing, just because it's not super important. So let's just pillar up like that. And the Oasis is right over there, I do believe. Decent thing of palm trees. And it is almost night. Yeah, the spider hole. That is something I would love to go look at, but at the same time, it's not super important. Alright, let's jump over here. More bread. Yeah, right there's the Oasis. So, the Oasis is one of the other points of interest in here. And the reason is, it leads to the next area. In fact, if you're up on top, there's a couple of spots that kind of give you a hint to head to the roof, or at least indicate that there is a roof. And I think we can get in here. We just need to swim up the waterfall. And I hope we can do this. I think we can. Or is there... Nope. Alright, so we'll just build out like so. And here is the source of the Oasis. Full of water. And I hear some mobs. There's a hole up there, probably has mobs and stuff, but we'll go look at that here in a second. So welcome to the next area. The Swamp of Despair. Now this area is not fun. By the way, that leads to the roof, and you can actually see this stuff from up there. I didn't show that off, but trust me, it was boring. But you can see a bunch of stuff up there. It's really kind of cool. I guess it's just a little alcove for things to spawn. I don't know. Anyways, we have a little bit of an area over here that we can set up a bit of a base. Now, I think I speak for most people who play Minecraft. Not having a 3-high roof is a sin. Don't do it in Minecraft. It makes your life so much better if you just have a 3-high roof. Because actually we could keep those there. It just makes things nicer. Everything feels nicer and whatnot. So, nice little area here. I've been talking about how the biomes change. Most of the biome is kind of irrelevant, but there are a couple places where the biomes do matter, and unfortunately, when the map was made, that wasn't taken into consideration. So let's set our spawn point. And the reason is, we don't want to die. So we have plenty of torches. We have some food. We can always use more food. And we are coming into the next area, which is the Swamps of Despair. Now, Vechs is a fan of old games. This area is based on, I believe, he's talked about it before in certain series, when he played through the map, actually. There are spawners, by the way. Lots of spawners hidden underneath the swamp. So let's back up for a second. So, this area is based on, pretty much every game has this, like, terrible swamp you have to go through. There's one in, I think, a Dragon Warrior game where it's poison or something. I'm not sure. I've never played that series of games. But there's a lot of these, like, nasty swamps. And that is exactly what this area is. It's a nasty swamp. Now, underneath some of these nasty swamp little areas, because the soul sand makes everything worse, there are tons of spawners. Usually over these little hills, and just kind of hidden underground. There's going to be a lot of mobs and a lot of trees, but luckily that means a lot of wood. We will never, like, run out of wood with this place and the East Commons. But we do need to be careful about where we go and all that kind of fun stuff. So you can kind of love to see if we can't find some of these swampy areas. But yeah, there is going to be a lot of spawners in here and a lot of mobs. We got a diamond sword and it's gonna be useful. So right there is a box. The wool is really well hidden in here. Oh, hey, there's actually a spot. You can actually swim in here, I do believe. Doesn't this go on farther? Yeah, I believe you can actually swim underneath and get into the area. I don't recommend that. That is not a good idea. But let's go ahead. And that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get some more soul sand. But yeah, this area is really bad. Really nasty. And yeah, you see how we're getting a bunch of mobs right here? There's probably a hidden spawner box right on the other side of this hill. Yeah, right there. You can kind of tell. There is a bunch of spawners right under the ground right there. So light them up, run away, light everything up and run away. But it's hard to run away. That's kind of the point of this area. So we need to fully retreat. And we need to eat. This area is just nasty. But we can get blazes here. So I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, I guess we can see if it's day or night. Looks like it is still night. We can go ahead and sleep the night away. We need a lot more food. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave here. I'm going to end the episode off here. I'm going to go back to the base. I'm going to farm a bunch of food. And we will kind of continue through the Swamps of Despair in the next episode. But before we go, I do want to go ahead and just make a staircase. Let's just make a staircase. So just drop down right here. And it is a very tall order, but let's go ahead, kill these guys. They can't cause me problems. Lost our sword, we'll need to get more of those. But let's make a staircase. Just a simple one. Nothing too fancy or anything. And I do want to put a torch at the bottom so I can see where it's at. But we'll keep it out in the daylight so that we can fairly easily get back up to the Swamp of Despair without having to swim. Let's go over one more. And cool. So we'll just light this up a little bit. These guys will decay. Perfect. So I'm going to head back to the base, and next time we'll continue through the Swamp of Despair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!